eHub is the app that we use for timekeeping and document sharing. Your account will be created as soon as your new hire paperwork has been processed. Once you open the app, you're going to start with register/forgot password. Your user ID will typically be the last 4 digits of your social security number, but to ensure each ID is unique, it may be 3 or 5. The golden rule here is to try 4 the first time, and if it doesn't work, reach out to your supervisor. They will be able to look it up for you. Then, type the eHub website, puritancleaning.teamehub.com. Fill in the rest of the date and click Go. At that point, it will have you create your own password. We do not keep these on file, so please choose something you will remember. After that, it will have you create a 4-digit passcode. That passcode is what you will use every day to get into the app. eHub also does thumbprint and facial recognition. Once you're logged into the main page is where you can access your times, pay stubs, and when you scroll down, you can see all your contact information. If at any point you need to change that information, click on the green plus sign on the bottom right of the app. When the pop-up menu appears, choose Change Employee Information. Please keep us up to date with this information throughout your employment. To clock in and clock out, click the time icon in the top right of the app. When you see this screen, you will use Shift Start to begin your shift and Shift End to clock out. There is no need to use the lunch options. If you need to take a break, which you are more than welcome to do, just Shift End and then Shift Start when you're ready to get back to work. If you are unable to accurately clock in and out, it may be treated as a work performance issue, and falsifying time records could result in termination. If you were to clock into the account and not be there, clock into the account and leave, or clock into the account and not accomplish your scope of work, that is what we consider falsifying time records. A nice feature on this page is the My Last Actions on the bottom half. Whenever you click Shift Start or Shift End, that action will automatically show up underneath here. This will help you stay on track with your timekeeping. This is so important because it is your responsibility to monitor and correct any missed or incomplete clocks. You can review your times within 30 days on the app, but it's a good idea to have the habit of checking your times at the end of every shift. All corrections must be submitted within 48 hours of the missed or incomplete clock. Corrections submitted after those 48 hours will not be added to the next paycheck. We want to pay you for your work, and you have a job so you can be paid. So please be proactive with your timekeeping. So say you have missed or incomplete clock, or you need to ask for time off. You need to make an action item. To create an action item, click the green plus sign button that appears on the bottom right of the main screen. The first thing it's going to do is have you select a job. If you clean multiple accounts, make sure you are choosing the correct account. This list refreshes every pay period, so you need to make an action item for a job not on this list. You can select any job shown, and in the description verify this is not for job 1400, it's for job 1500. The next step is selecting the type, either missed clock in/out or requesting unpaid time off. If you select the wrong type, it may cause your correction to be missed. The description should always be submitted in this format: first name, last name, 4-digit job code, date of the correction, and the time in to the time out. Please use military time or AM and PM. Once all 3 of those are locked and loaded, create the action item. Please check with your supervisor on the status for your action item before you resubmit duplicates. Here we see 2 screens. On the left is an example of a submitted action item, and as we go down the list, we can see that the status is submitted. Now on the right, as we go down the screen, we see the status is done. That means your supervisor has resolved the issue. It may take more than 24 hours for corrections to reflect on your timekeeping. Also on the right, we look closer on the description, we see multiple corrections for the same job code, which is very effective and saves time. To access our message center, on the very top right corner of the app is our messaging center. Here is where you make large announcements company-wide, so if you see a notification here, make sure to check it out. Also on eHub, you have access to all of your own documents. Here you will have access to the latest versions of our handbook and benefits. These documents can be assessed, downloaded, and printed, all from your phone. They are always accessible to you. If you have any questions, here's a great source for answers. eHub can also be assessed on the computer. You can view larger windows of information and download and print your times, pay stubs, tax forms, and all documents. Use the eHub website, puritancleaning.teamehub.com, and the login info will be the same as your app on your phone. eHub is an asset to us. Please refer back to this video anytime you need it, and please log in and explore eHub prior to your first day of training.